Hello YouTubers, it's Dina Swanson aka Kitty Girl, and I'm bringing to you another swap. It's a Silver Bells Christmas junk journal swap with Junk Journal Junkies, and I wanted to show you what I made. We're already partnered off, and so Miss Heather is getting this junk journal, and so I wanted to do a quick YouTube video and show you what it looks like. This material here was gifted by a friend a couple of years ago, and I thought it'd be great. It's not your traditional green and red, so I wanted to do something a little different, and I just love it. It's got really cool tones in it, and I just think it's beautiful. And I'm not sure if you can see how velveteen it looks. But anyways, it's a 9 by 12 envelope that I've covered, and what I ended up doing was I ended up zigzag stitching all the way around it. I added these sweet little fringe at the bottom that was gifted to me by my friend Tina. And what I did for the closure, I was inspired by YouTube again. I love YouTube. It's always got great inspiration. And the closure is a binder clip. And I thought it was kind of cool. I put some gold chain on it, and I made this little charm. And so I like to mix my metals a lot, so you'll see silver and gold and what have you. And then I did like a gold cross eyelet on the back to kind of hold that all together. And the good thing about this is you can always take the jump ring and move it if somebody was to fill this and it needed more room to expand. So I thought that would work out pretty good. So I used a bunch of stuff from my stash. It's kind of nice to actually not hoard it and use it. So hopefully this will be in frame enough. It's kind of it's a little longer than what I'm normally used to making. Pardon me, and my little throat. I'm not sure what's going on. So hopefully I'm okay coming across as far as the audio. So anyways, this is what I made. I made a pocket on the front, and so I left it empty, obviously, and so that way somebody can just journal it, whatever they wanted to put in there, if they wanted to gift this to somebody else. And then there's a pocket behind that. And again, using from my stash, this is actually a sticker, so they could use it somewhere else in the book if they wanted to. Wish, peace on earth, goodwill toward men. Isn't that the truth nowadays? Boy, I tell you. Again, from stash, older stash. This is a velvet ornament. It's a rub-on. And what I did was I took some like a lagoon paper, and I actually did a stencil and spritzed it with some shimmer. So I think you can see it in the screen. It looks so pretty. I'm not sure if you can see the shimmer, but you can at least see the stencil outline. And did some stamping. And I did a little tuck here and a flip. And then this is just some extra paper I wanted to include. Of course, lace on the edges. Can't go without lace, right, ladies? And this is actually scrapbook paper. And I went ahead and tea-dyed it. On the other side, it was only one-sided pattern paper, so I couldn't just leave it plain. This was actually white, and so I tea-stained it. And then here's a tag. It's a triple fold tag. And I added some, what do we call this? I don't want to just call it fringe. It'll come to me a little bit later. Eyelash trim. Thank you, memory. And then, again, a little tuck and a flip. And use some stickers that was in my stash. Another little library pocket. And then this is actually an envelope, so you could tuck something in there. I don't have anything in there, but you could put something in there. This little fold I got from Tina again. She sent me some goodies, and I had gotten it, and I mimicked what she had sent me. So I appreciate that, Tina, for teaching me something new. And so it's a tri-fold or tri-pocket, and so I put some little journal cards in there, and then of course pocket in the back with another tag. Journal card, again some more rub-ons, stickers, little envelope. I stuck some more stickers in there. And then I just spritzed some gold and some shimmer mist on here. A ledger paper that I stuck a card in. Made it a pocket, a big pocket. Again, this is one-sided paper. It's not necessarily Christmas paper, but I thought it coordinated really well. So again, the back side was white, so I tea stained it. I think I like tea stain better than coffee stain. It seems to be a little bit more stained looking. We were to use at least 5, so 10 pages of Christmas pattern paper, so I tried to incorporate as much as I could. Again, here's another velvet rub-on. One-sided pattern paper, again, I tea stained. This paper's pretty. Has a music sheet on the one side, and then it's got this pretty red. And I did a pocket and a tag. And we had to incorporate a silver bell because it's a silver bell Christmas junk journal. So I went ahead and incorporated 2. This is the middle of my signature. Another pocket, incorporated the material that I used on the outside of the cover. Trying to stay in frame here. Another velvet rub-on. And then I also had this in my stash. It was on another card that I had, so I went ahead and took that off. A burlap pocket, and stuck a holiday card in there, so you can actually use that somewhere, or you can journal on it. And then just some scrap papers that I thought I would just incorporate in case they wanted to use it elsewhere. Doily, little flower, the maid. And then this is the other side of that ledger paper. It folds out. So what I did was I actually closed this up so it's 2 separate pockets. Another card's in here. And then, not sure why that's so tight. Okay. And then I just included some more of the leftover papers. And so that way if the recipient wanted to use it elsewhere, they could. Envelope. And then what I did was I included some little tags in here. Again, if they wanted to use that, or just as extra. Extra elsewhere, I guess is what I meant to say. Another tag, pull out. And this is a ballet band. I didn't put anything in there, but you know, someone could put something in there. It's hard to incorporate everything that you learn. Flip, a pocket, a tuck spot with some extra papers. Here's another library card pocket, pull out. And then this is a pocket. I actually have a tag in there. I love that Santa. I think I almost always want to incorporate a little journal in my books. I seem to do that every time I have a swap, and this is what I did. I made another one of those little small trifold pockets and included some little tags, Noel, Mary, Santa with eyelash trim, and here's the pocket, and then here's a little bitty journal. Again, utilizing some of those scraps. And that just tucks in here. There's 3 pockets. And tuck that in there. So I will have to admit something. I did stamp here underneath. And the one thing I like about fixing a mistake, you just put something over it. So it looks like I meant to do that. Did some faint stamping there. Other tuck. Love that Santa. And then I included a card. And then this says believe. And here's the other side, shimmered. And I love this paper. I had to make sure that I used them. I love the Santa. So here's the closure, or the pocket. And so in here has some extra stuff. I just included some more of the paper scraps. And then I had did 2 extra pockets. So if they wanted to use that elsewhere, they could. This is my first envelope junk journal, and I really love this little pocket here. I just love it. So for the closure, I used a button and put a jump ring in there. And see, I put an eyelet here. That's that cross eyelet, and this just keeps the chain in place. And this is Velcro. And then I put a gem. And I really wanted to leave this alone. I like it. I like the natural look to it. And added some glitter ribbon tape. That's what that is. And that's it. That's the end of it. And then here's the binder clip closure. So we could just clip it close. That's it. That is the end of this one. So it's nice and chunky. And so hopefully the recipient will totally enjoy it. Her name's Heather, so I hope she loves it as much as I do. I love this material so much that I've actually started one for myself, and so I'm pretty anxious to put that one together. So again, I hope the recipient likes this one as much as I do. All right, thanks for watching.